from Florida, virtual bookkeeper. I have been a bookkeeper since 2001. I started in the corporate world and then I became a freelance bookkeeper 9 years ago. And the first few years, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was a very good technician. I knew how to do books, but I did not know the last thing about running a business. So it's been a few years of stumbling around, trial and error, trying to figure things out. I've learned a lot. I have come a long way. And one of the things that I realized early on is that in order to grow and not be overwhelmed, is that I needed to have a good foundation with systems and workflows. So I've spent years carving out time every week to chip away at this huge project because it's no small task to try to document everything, create processes and workflows so that I will not longer have to pass on the opportunity to hire like I had to do a few years ago. I didn't feel like I could comfortably hire somebody and know that they would do things the same way I wanted them done. They may not be wrong, but they may not be the same way. And to me, client satisfaction is very important. I want my clients to be taken care of. I did not want to go through any trial and error when it came to their service. So I purposely chose to avoid growing until I could have these systems in place. And I made a lot of progress. I've come a long way. I have a really good foundation, but it's nowhere near done. So I joined the Pure Bookkeeping system back in July of 2019, only a couple of months ago. And I was like, I should have done this 3 years ago when I first learned about it. And I realized that I didn't have a good understanding of what I would have gotten. It would have saved me so much time. Instead of reinventing the wheel, I would have had this program that was just ready to learn and implement and then just keep on going with my day. Everything is easy to implement. Everything is spelled out in plain English, easy to understand. But my favorite thing is the templates. I am huge on templates and I love checklists. So there's a checklist for everything that I need in my workflow. I already had some that I had created, but I will tell you they were not this good. So if I need to do sales tax for a client, I can just go boom, one by one, check out every task as I do them, which gives me the peace of mind of knowing that I didn't forget anything. And it's great accountability if there's ever an issue with the client. I know that I have that this is what I've done for you and this is when it was done. Now I feel like if I need to hire a subcontractor or an employee, I don't have to micromanage them because as long as they're following the system, everything will be perfect. And I am able to just go down the list for the reviews, for the reconciliations, everything that I need. However, I will tell you, I am not a fan of Excel spreadsheets very much. I am big on apps and efficiency and automated workflows. So I actually use 17 Hats for my practice management, and I love it. It keeps everything in one place. It's very organized. All my process from when I get a lead through my website or whatever method I get a lead through the onboarding and the fulfillment, everything is handled in 17 Hats. And I have a big rule about never writing the same email twice. This software allows me to have a library of templates that I can just tweak as needed. It automatically fills in the basic information like the greeting, the name, the business name, any other tokens is what they call it, to fill in the data so that my client communication is professional, consistent, and I don't spend more than a minute in an email. If there's ever an email that I have not written before, I just write it once, save it as a template, and it'll be ready for next time. But what I've done is I am working on taking the pure bookkeeping templates and implementing them in 17 Hats. And so far, I am loving it. So the first one is the session checklist, which is a very important, it's like the template, the checklist to use. And now I have this in 17 Hats and I have it broken down in stages. So that way, if one of my clients does not have AP, that's easily removed from that template. And then when it's time for me to work on that file, I just follow along and I check things as I go. And the beauty of this is that it keeps the record of the work that I've done so far. And if I don't finish today, it will remind me tomorrow where I left off and what I need to do. Because that's another thing that just gives me nightmares. I don't want to miss deadlines. 17 hats prevents me from doing that. It allows me to spread out the work as it fits into my schedule and have these workflows be practically automatic. I mean, it can be as automated as you want it to be. And something that I love is because sometimes I will forget things, I would like to have consistency when saving files, but there's so many things in my head. Sometimes I'll be like, how is the naming convention for that report? I can just hover over here and it tells me. I have it as my little cheat sheet. So as I work through, it's able to give that information to me. So I am very happy so far with how this is working out. My goal is to little by little add even more of the everything, pretty much everything, and 17 hats, so that way everything will work smoothly. And I will say, sometimes when you're thinking about getting a new system and getting new forms, it may feel overwhelming. I will admit I was scared when I first signed up. I thought, oh my God, this is going to take me months to learn, and it's going to take me so much longer to service my clients. It really didn't. Yes, there is a learning curve at first. There is a very good training program, and it's broken down in bite-sized pieces, so I didn't feel like I had to neglect my work to get through it. And the implementation, I will admit, it was a little overwhelming. It felt like it. It really wasn't. But I am amazed at how quickly I got the hang of things, because I already had these processes in my head. So it's not like I was changing how I work. It's now more efficient and better documented. So it really doesn't take me any longer to service my clients by following this process. And in return, I have a lot more confidence in the quality of my service. I have the confidence of knowing that when I grow enough and I am ready to expand, it will be easy to replicate and train and qualify the new hires to make sure that my clients continue to receive the consistent service that they come to expect. So I am available with any questions. I am only an email away, but I hope that this was helpful.